We're rolling.
Hi, how are you doing? My name's Andrew with Blue Falcon Studios, and I have here a rules demo of how to use the new Core Arcanum rule set. Here we go. What we have here is we have an example character sheet, and with Core Arcanum, your attributes and your scores for your skills apply directly to your dice pool. Everything for challenges and contests in Core Arcanum uses a base d20, your attribute die, and your skill die. In this case, our character Ruta is attacking this water elemental, and she has a score in her strength of 6, and she has a combat of 6. Now, bonuses and minuses come in the form of boons and blunders, and they change the dice size one up or one down. A boon, for example, specialties to your skills, if they apply, will apply a boon to your combat. So, since she is attacking with a weapon that works with her swift striking skill specialty, her skill die, right here, gets a boon to the next die size up. Now, blunders work in the exact opposite way, where let's say she gets a blunder to her attribute skill, it goes down to size to a maximum of 0. It doesn't go into the negative, but it does bring it down to 0 and take that dice way out of the pool. So here we have her dice pool of a base d20, her d6 for strength, her d8 for her combat with swift striking. She rolls a strike. She rolls a 15, which is exactly what is the defense of the water elemental, and she hits. Then you have damage dice. Effect dice are all d6s, and as her weapon deals 5 piercing damage, she will deal 5 damage dice towards the water elemental. And damage dice work as this. 1s, 2s, and 3s deal no effect. 4s and 5s deal 1 effect each or 1 damage. 6s deal 2 effects or 2 damage. So in this case, she hit and she dealt 5 damage to the water elemental. So one more element is the team. So this is where the team-based element comes to Core Arcanum. Whenever you get a critical success from a d20 on your base die, the party gets a fortune die, which is a d6 that is rolled and added to the fortune pool. Simultaneously, any roll, even if it's a success that results in a 1, is a blunder. Even though you might have succeeded, it might have gone poorly, and the DM, the Game Master, can assign new consequences and add a fate die to be used at a later time. Fortune die work as this. Let's say there's a couple here, and again, she goes to strike again, and it's not quite enough to hit the difficulty of 15 against the water elemental. Once per turn, each player can make a one-time transaction to pull fortune dice into their dice pool. And so let's see here, we've got a 10, 12, you need 3 more. Ruta is going to pull in that 4 to bring it over, and she's able to make a hit. This can also work for damage dice. So in this case where you had 3 damage here, this 5 could be pulled in and deal an additional damage. Fate dice work by Game Masters to add to the difficulty of the check. So that's say there's been some consequences that have been happening up to this point. The Game Master deems that there should be a higher difficulty at this moment, so he'll roll the Fate dice and add 2 to the enemy's defense score, to the target number for a challenge pool, or any way that the Game Master seems fit. Those are the main elements of the dice mechanics of Core Arcanum. So character creation is the next step, and it comes in 3 steps. So here on my sheet we have here, bring this down, let's bring up the robot. So character creation comes into three main steps, and that is your ancestry, where you will pick out attribute stats and a ancestry feature. And for example, you have the human. When you choose to create a character that is a human, you get 2 attribute bonuses, and then you get an ancestry trait. Next up, you will pick your heritage, which is your background, how you grew up, and you may embrace or reject it. Your background may have been by choice and you have thrived in it, or you choose to reject it. It was a horrible upbringing or something that did not match with you, and the extra perk that you get reflects how you resisted or tried to survive it until you could break out on your own. Heritages will give you skills and skill specialties, as well as a heritage trait. And then finally is your archetype, which is your class. Your archetype will determine your vitality, your stamina, some extra skills, and then your archetype talents, which in the archetype template provided in the core Arcanum book, you will see that you have talents that you can pick from, and is the root of your character advancement. So that's a quick rundown of the rules for core Arcanum, going over the dice mechanics, the skills, attributes, as well as character creation. Hope to see you folks soon, and come check out the website. Core Arcanum and first edition of Solar Arcanum are on sale on the website. Thanks.